Okay, now if you want to adjust the tension on the flipper, if it doesn't return back to the bottom after you use the flipper, then the tension on the spring is probably too loose. So you want to increase the tension, and the way you do that is if you look at the underside of the flipper mechanism here, you can see this spring that's around the bushing under the playfield, and you can see that it's secured by a single screw right there, which is also one of the 3 screws that secures the bushing to the underside of the playfield. You can remove that screw and loosen and remove that spring from that position, and you can move it either to the left, or you can remove it and move it to the right or the left, move it up or down to one of the other 3 screws, and thereby adjusting the tension of the spring. Move it to, if you move it to the right, you will be decreasing the tension on the spring. If you move it to the left, you'll be tightening or increasing the strength of the spring action. So here we go, removing the screw for the spring on the flipper bushing. That's right here. If there's tension on the spring, it's going to pop when you pull the screw out, and it's normally going to release the tension, so it moved over here to the right. If you want to increase the tension, you'll want to move it over to the next spring, or the next screw rather, and remove that screw, hook it on, and tighten that screw back down, and you're done. If you want to release the tension, if the flipper action is too weak, indicating too much tension, then you would move it to this screw here on the right. And you would just remove that screw, hold the spring in place, and put the screw back in. So you hold the spring in place, put the screw back in. It's a little cumbersome getting in there. Once you get it started though, it should pop right in there. And while you're under here, if you have a file, very thin metal file, you can clean the points on the end of stroke switch on the flipper mechanism, which is this right here. Just hold the points together and give it a gentle filing. That cleans the points and increases the amount of current that can go through, and therefore increasing the amount of power that the flipper gets.